What's up, YouTube? It's AaYYE So back here again for another video, man. Today we got a video uploaded by Cosmic Wonder. This one is called Spider-Man and the Venom 3 Sony Teases expanding universe Spider-Man No Way Home tie-in. So from what I'm hearing, Spider-Man is potentially teased in this film, maybe. And also, there's image going around of Tom Hardy wearing Spider-Man No Way Home merch, which potentially means maybe he's going to show up in the movie, mid-credit scene, end-credit scene. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And I saw another title going on across the internet that said basically Tom Hardy confirms or says that there's going to be a Spider-Man crossover really soon. That's amazing. Anyways, we're going to get into it, man. Cosmic Wonder. Haven't seen him in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to check out what he has to say. Before we get into it, y'all let me know down below in the comments, man, how was your day? Hopefully it was pretty good. If it wasn't, hopefully this message just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's go.
I'm curious, as people are trying to figure out
Circus.
Venom's potential relationship with Spider-Man down the road, do you think that this incarnation of Venom could ever be a Spider-Man villain, or would he have to be retooled like to sort of fit
That's a good question.
into sort of that Spider-Man world, or could he fit into a Sinister Six?
What's going on, everybody?
Oh man, I wanted to
the
answer.
Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and now the Sony Spider-Man universe, which coincidentally could actually end up being kind of the same universe, and I'm definitely going to talk about that in this video. But the big thing happening right now is Sony is actually teasing something way bigger than just Venom Let There Be Carnage. In fact, it actually does tease that Venom and Spider-Man are going to be going up against each other very, very soon. And we have some reports today that talk about when exactly we'll see Spider-Man go up against Venom. And as I talked about in previous videos, and as I teased in the beginning of the video, director Andy Serkis of Venom and Venom 2 has pretty much confirmed that Spider-Man and Venom are about to meet. So if you want to stay up to date on Venom and Spider-Man, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. So let's go ahead and start off with these new promotions that Sony is doing for Venom Let There Be Carnage, because they are quite different. So the first promo that we noticed was a little bit different, happened a few days ago, and it comes from the Sony Pictures official Twitter account. And here's what they posted. In 2 weeks, the universe is expanding in Venom Let There Be Carnage exclusively in movie theaters on October 1st. Now, this is interesting and caught a lot of people's eyes, because if this was a normal Venom Let There Be Carnage movie, the universe wouldn't really be extending. Now, obviously, the reason that we think the universe is expanding is because of all of the rumors that have been going around about Spider-Man and Venom finally meeting up. And the timing of this tweet, which I will go on to talk about in depth in a bit, is lining up with Tom Hardy and Andy Serkis, the director of Venom and Venom 2, both talking about how Spider-Man and Venom will meet. So this tweet was a little bit curious, but then they sent out another tweet not too long after, a couple of days after. And this one got even more intriguing. The tweet said, "There's something way bigger happening. Discover it in Venom."
Yo, they're really hyping this up.
October 1st.
Oh, what if the end credit scene is like a portal, or somehow Venom basically gets sucked into the main Marvel MCU continuity, you know what I'm saying, universe or whatever, and then it somehow, that scene takes place, right? And it somehow, like, time-wise, like, the events of Spider-Man No Way Home occurs, and then, like, maybe at the end of the movie they come back to that scene, and then Venom is somehow integrated into the main MCU like universe. I think that's, I don't know, man. Or it could be tied into Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You know, technically that might be a thing as well. You know what I'm saying? Although it's animated, but you know what I'm saying?
They literally said there's something way bigger happening.
Right.
But in this
like
post,
what?
they
You know
also
what I'm
posted more footage of Venom Let There Be Carnage, and the way that they did this is rather interesting as well. Just take a look at this brief clip.
Rock, we've been waiting in the darkness for you. On October 1st, the universe.
Look at this quality. Ooh, that was a good shot.
It's something way bigger happening than you and me. We're done with this guy. We all had secrets.
You killed the spider.
Secrets went in, they went out.
I can't wait to see this movie. I'm about to get my tickets. I'm about to get my
So
tickets.
as we can see here, it says the universe is expanding. And then it shows Tom Hardy saying there's something way bigger happening than you and me. And then immediately after that, it
Smashes
shows Woody Harrelson's Cletus
spider.
Cassidy smashing
I'm
a
sick of this
spider.
guy.
Now, if you ask me, this is done super intentionally. To me,
Has
as
to be,
somebody
right?
who looks for this stuff, I see that as a big nod to Spider-Man. And we can actually take a look a little bit closer here. As they say the universe is expanding, when they say the universe in this TV spot clip, they actually show
The
Detective Mulligan reading from the Daily Bugle.
Right.
Now, of course, we all know the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man. And this honestly is actually feeling a lot like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 right now, where Eddie Brock works for the Daily Bugle alongside of Spider-Man. Well, Peter Parker to their knowledge. But that's kind of the feeling that I get right now. And if you take a look at that newspaper, it is the same exact Daily Bugle from the Sam Raimi Spider-Verse. Like
Right.
literally exactly the same. The placement of the logo between Daily and Bugle is exactly the same. The font for Daily Bugle is the same. The
How would they
slant is the
explain
same.
that, though,
Like,
given
literally,
Spider-Man
this
3?
is the same.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, nah, that wouldn't make sense because I was about to say, well, maybe somehow this is like all pulled right after like Spider-Man 2, but before Spider-Man 3. But then Sandman is also said to be in the film, so that wouldn't make too much sense now, would it? I don't know.
Daily Bugle, which brings up a lot of questions, especially if you consider the fact that Sony is now advertising their universe is expanding and the fact that there is something way bigger happening than we actually know. What exactly is Sony trying to tell us here? Because Venom Let There Be Carnage isn't exactly a big multiverse film. Yet we have the Daily Bugle that
We don't
exists
know
in
that.
another universe appearing in this film. We have Andy Serkis, the director, talking about how eventually Spider-Man is
That's some
going
cool
to
art
meet
right there.
Venom.
I'm curious, as people are trying to figure out Venom's potential relationship with Spider-Man down the road, do you think that this incarnation of Venom could ever be a Spider-Man villain, or would he have to be retooled like to sort of fit into the sort of that Spider-Man world, or could he fit into a
I'm liking what he's saying. Man, I don't know.
Sinister Six?
Well, I mean, all those questions are, ones which we've not purposefully not focused on right now. I mean, I kind of don't want to give any sort of fake hope or false information about things that might be happening in the future. I mean, obviously, at some point, those worlds are going to collide big time.
At some
I mean,
point.
if we are so lucky as to make more Venom movies.
And
If we are
Tom
to-
Hardy and Andy Serkis did an interview together with Brandon Davis of comicbook.com, where he asked them about that infamous picture that Tom Hardy posted to his Instagram and deleted, the one of Venom eating Spider-Man, where you can see his arms and legs hanging out of Venom's mouth.
Oh,
He also
snap.
asked
I've
about
never
the Daily
seen that.
Bugle and essentially said,
Yeah.
is Spider-Man on your minds for the future? In which Tom Hardy replied, of course it's on our minds. All the time. Look at the photo. Those little Spidey legs hanging out of the mouth. It's very specific. He then said
That's crazy.
this.
That photo
You
is.
can't do a Venom story without knowing Spider-Man's in the mix. He's somewhere.
He then went on to say that there are some events that need to happen before Spider-Man and Venom meet, but Spider-Man is always on their minds. And in another interview with Jake's
Then we get a more
Andy
comic
Serkis
accurate
essentially
looking Venom.
said the same thing. Eventually, Spider-Man and Venom will
Like with
meet.
the-
Some things just have to happen
with the-
before then.
with the
So we have Sony posting these things about
spider
the universe
and the,
expanding.
white,
We have
you know
the
what I'm saying?
director and Tom Hardy talking about how eventually Spider-Man is going to go up against Venom. And of course, we have talks about the Venom Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene. Now, most of you have probably heard about the Venom Let
I
There Be
actually
Carnage
haven't.
post-credit scene.
I've been
at this
avoiding
point.
it.
And even though it is just a rumor, it does appear to be pretty legitimate. There's leaked audio of it out there right now that does
What?
seem pretty legit, but you never know. But Sony did do a fan showing to some lucky fans out there, and some of them, after they saw the movie, went to the
Confirmed
internet
it.
and posted what they saw in the post-credits. Now, I
Right.
stick to this being a rumor because they could simply be trolling. We've seen this happen already with Spider-Man No Way Home. People create fake things, fake photos, fake trailers all of the time and pass them off as leaked. However, this does seem to be a little bit more legitimate, and considering the fact that Sony is now saying Venom's universe is expanding, it would make sense that we would see Spider-Man in the post-credits of Venom Let There Be Carnage. Now, I know a few people have been asking which Spider-Man, because a lot of people would like to have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man return, not to mention
Oh
the
yeah,
Daily Bugle
well,
is a Sam Raimi Daily
that's
Bugle
what I'm saying.
reference.
It looks
So
like
is it
Sam
Tobey
Raimi,
Maguire
so
that could be coming back? Well, based off of what we've heard about the rumor for the post-credit scene, and spoilers coming up if you don't want to hear any about the rumor,
I guess,
it looks
you
like
know what
it's
I'm saying?
going to be Tom Holland Spider-Man. According to the rumors, if they do come true, it's going to be very clear that it is in fact Tom Holland Spider-Man, which is pretty much what I expected. Yes, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will most likely be in Spider-Man No Way Home, but we can't really expect them to just get up out of nowhere after years of not playing their Spider-Man and just start playing their characters over again. Showing up in one movie for a historic moment, having 3 Spider-Men together, is one thing. That's different than committing to and taking up that mantle again for a few years. And like I said, the timing for this is kind of hilarious. It looks like Sony is kind of trying to embrace a little bit of Spider-Man No Way Home right now. We have the leaked video of Andrew Garfield that came out that Andrew Garfield himself would go on to talk about on Jimmy Fallon. And keep in mind, like I said in a previous
That's some cool
video,
art.
they
I like
know
that.
what they're going to talk about before they go on the show. It's not really like they would have you think it is. Their publicists pretty much get together and tell them every question that they're going to ask before they ask it, before they film. So they know exactly what they're doing, and
stuff.
they got permission from Sony to talk about this. Now, they're not admitting that Andrew is in the film, but they are kind of hyping it up and raising the intrigue of the question, is he going to be in the film? This is way different than before. And now we have Sony posting things like the universe is expanding and things are way bigger than they seem. Then we have the rumors
I can't wait
of
to
the
see this movie,
post-credit
man.
scene of Venom Let There Be
Like
Carnage.
both movies,
That got
you know what I'm
out.
saying?
They probably weren't planning on that either, or maybe they were. But this all seems a little bit too coincidental, as it's all happening and coming out at the same time.
Right.
And then you have people like Andy Serkis and Tom Hardy, Venom himself and the director, talking about how Spider-Man is always on their minds, saying yes, they will eventually meet. Now, both of them said that events have to take place beforehand, but I think Venom Let There Be Carnage is most likely that event. They're obviously not going to say, hey, yeah, in Venom 3, Spider-Man and Venom are going to meet. However, we have a recent report from Daniel Richman stating that that is the case. According to a report from
Venom
his
3?
Patreon, Spider-Man will be in Venom 3. According to him, it's happening, and considering the fact that the multiverse looks like it's actually going to affect the Venomverse in some way,
Would
shape,
it be
or form,
kind of
whether
cool
that's the
if
two
like
universes colliding, or maybe they've been in
it's
the same
not
universe
Tom
the whole
Holland, but
entire
maybe
time?
it's like
Who knows? But it
Andrew
looks
or
like
something.
They are going to be going up
Toby's
against each
already
other.
faced
And
a
considering the
Venom.
post-credit scene rumor,
Tom's
considering
still
the
young and
marketing
new.
that Sony is doing right now,
Andrew.
and considering what Tom Hardy and Andy
You know what I'm
Serkis
saying?
have recently said, I'm gonna say that it's gonna happen. Of course, it's rumor right now, but let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
All right, man. We have it there from Cosmic Wonder. Spider-Man 3 and Venom. Spider-Man and Venom 3. I mean, after this whole No Way Home stuff, I mean, yeah, it can happen. Sure, I'd be up for it. But like I was saying, though, would it be kind of cool, like, to have maybe, I don't know, Andrew Garfield as, like, his Spider-Man versus, like, Venom, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, I feel like Tom's Spider-Man is still kind of young and new. Whereas, like, Andrew's up there. Toby's already definitely up there. And he's already fought his own version of Venom. So, like, the next up would be, I don't know, Andrew. And then maybe later on down the line you can get, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think that'd be interesting. But anyways, thank you, Warren, for letting us know about the potential Spider-Man tie-ins in the next Venom film. So this end credit scene apparently is supposed to be Tom Holland appearing. That'd be interesting. I can't wait to check this movie. I'm about to get my tickets probably tonight, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming out, what, no, it's not this Friday, but it's like the Friday after next. Anyways, definitely can't wait to check this out. Thanks for this news. Looking forward to this. Yeah, they're definitely going to cross over really soon. If not in Let There Be Carnage, probably in No Way Home, like an end credit scene or something like that. Like, that movie's going to have like definitely like 3 post credit, mid credit, end credit scenes. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all let me know down below in the comments, man, how y'all felt about the news, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is free. Takes less than 2 seconds. You can follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram. Lyra says so. Same as YouTube channel. They can send me stuff to you at. That being said, peace.